Hi guys, it's me, Jen. Today is Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday. Already getting hit by brain fog. It's Thursday, March 6th. And as much as I keep telling myself that I want to outline my vlogs and be prepared for it, it just doesn't happen. It's more organic on the spot. And a lot of the times I just kind of want to just vent and just talk, and just say what's on my mind. Sadly, I don't have too much of a social life. You could say practically zero, because I'm homebound and bedbound. And besides talking to you guys, I talk to my husband a lot and my children, but after that, I have no more energy for anybody else. Like, my energy is zero. So the other day, we went to my podiatrist. I'm diabetic, so I need foot care. And I have a physical disability, so I can't get down to my feet to take care of my toes like I need to properly, so I need extra help. And my son also had to get a follow-up appointment. He had some situation where he needed to see the podiatrist. And afterwards, we got to see a waterfall nearby. My doctor told us about a waterfall. He thought we went to Snoqualmie Falls when he asked my son what we did recently, and we said went to the falls, and he thought we said Snoqualmie, and then he said Tumwater Falls, and we're like, oh, what's that? And my husband and I were just talking about wanting to find another waterfall, like another waterfall place that we haven't seen before and didn't know where one would be at. And so hearing about that was pretty cool, and it was nearby the doctor's office, so we swung by and got to see some pictures. And I'll plug in some of the pictures and video to this vlog, and so you guys could see it. But yeah, I just basically got on today because I just wanted to share my day at the falls and just I guess do a slight venting. I try not to. I don't want to sound so negative, but my life is just full of so much negativity because of this chronic fatigue. I don't know any happy person who has this. I am in several long COVID groups on Facebook, and I usually don't find any real happy person who has this. We try to stay positive, we try to uplift each other, but this condition just feels like death, and it just takes over. And no matter how we try to spin it, we could feel like this darkness just trying to consume us, and we are fighting it. I fight it daily. I want to be positive, I want to be uplifting, I want my faith to be the center. But even in that situation, even when I feel dark and gloomy, I can go to Christ, and I do pray, and He doesn't necessarily make me happy. I have to choose to be happy, because a feeling is a feeling, and I choose to go to Christ, and I know He is by my side, and I'm not by myself. But a lot of time I feel like I'm alone, but I am not alone. And when I do feel better, and when I don't feel so negative and feel like I'm in such a dark space, I do see the light. I do sense that my faith is drawing me to the light of Christ. And So, okay, on to the venting. I usually don't like to comment or post on any groups on Facebook that is open to the public. But this one lady had a post saying she was having brain fog, and she was asking about uh, vaccinations and about the RSV vaccination or something like that. She is going to have a newborn grandchild, and I think it was her son who asked her to get vaccinated. And so usually I would just pass scroll something like that because, like I said, it's an open public group. But this time I said something. I just said, just be careful, because she said, would it trigger her brain fog? And so I said, any vaccination is made for an immune reaction. So her long COVID symptoms may get triggered. And I also advised her about, vaccine shedding. It is a thing and it can happen for like the first few days up into 2 weeks. And if you do the research on the RSV vaccination, it's hard on older people. They could get a condition called, I think it's called Guillain-Barré syndrome, and it's weakening your muscles really bad. And anybody around the age of 80 and older can get this in the first 42 days after vaccination. And so this person being older, I wasn't sure how old, but I was trying to precaution them about, getting it. And if they were actively sick with a virus, I recommended that they just stay away from the newborn. I thought everything was fine until somebody commented and they attacked me. And I reread what I wrote, and I had a typo in my comment, and it looked like I said, go see the baby anyways. But I said, stay away from the baby, and I fixed my typo. And so I understand why the person would have said what they said based on my typo, but at the same time, everything else that led to what I said will make sense. And they said my comment was dangerous and it could hurt somebody. And I was like, wait, no. I'm like, you could make out what I was trying to say. But anyways, I couldn't deal with the back and forth. I didn't want to. I don't have the strength and the energy for it. So I just altogether removed my comment. And I'm actually thinking about leaving the group because I don't really like open groups. And I don't see the benefit of being there. I've heard from other people, they get a lot of unsolicited advice as people who are long haulers, and I understand that. And when people say things to me, I'm usually like a very feisty, on my toes kind of person where I don't shy away from confrontation. However, with this condition, I can't handle it anymore because of it triggers my autonomic system, where my heart is palpitating really hard and my breathing gets affected and I get lightheaded, when I have an emotional reaction. And I just need things calm, a lot of peace, a lot of calmness. And thank God my kids at home are really chilled. And my husband is the one who's a little bit more, I would say, feistier when it comes to creating the energy to be a little bit hyper. He has ADHD, and he's very adventurous. That's why we went to the falls the other day after the doctor's appointment. And I didn't take my walker with me, so I was a little concerned, but he was kind enough to let me cling onto his arm. I got to wrap my arm around him, so I was able to walk down to where the fall is, and we got to look and take some pictures, so it was nice. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I will post some pictures and videos of the fall at the end so you guys could take a look. All right, be blessed. Talk soon.